What's going on, good and bad people? Life has absolutely no meaning or purpose. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. Now, let me make this shit clear. Let me take everything that's ever been said in the history of life and on the internet and whatever your parents and friends done told you. And I'm telling you that life has no motherfucking purpose. It's literally zero. You create the meaning. You create what is your purpose. You create and believe what is real for you. Whatever you believe is your fucking intention or your reason to be on this planet, whatever you get up and do, that is your purpose, that is your meaning, and you're creating it. If you choose to identify with Buddhism this year, Christianity next year, and you was a fucking atheist 5 years ago, that whole battle with our faith and philosophy and ideas of life and what is and what could be, that's all an intellectual ego battle. That's all us just trying to search for and find meaning. Now, in the last video when I talked about this, I said, yo, purpose is just a distraction from the absurdity of existence. But that's the same thing with trying to find some meaning, some reason why, some who, what, where, and how of what the fuck we are doing in this physical existence called life. Nigga, you breathe, drink water, eat, and shit, and fuck, and procreate, and then the cycle just continues. That is the cycle of nature. The only thing that separates us from animals is the divine spark of consciousness. It's literally you as a soul having a human experience with this divine spark of energy, this divine consciousness. Clearly, we got what? Language, perception, will, reason, intuition, imagination. There's one more that I'm missing, but these is like the 6 or 7 faculties of being a human that separate us from the animal kingdom. What do animals do? Fight, fuck, and freeze. They gonna freeze up when it's an attacker. They gonna flight. They gonna run when it's an attacker, or they gonna fight back when it's an attacker, or they gonna fuck when they lustful to procreate, because that's just what the fuck they know to do. Now, you can take this shit from a very cosmic level because truly, y'all, Gnosticism and antinatalism really have like the best and most accurately aligned to truth ideas of this life. Antinatalism, of course, says that it's morally wrong, bad, and fucked up to create a child, to have another soul attached and tethered to this human body. That's all we're doing when we have babies. When we create a child, when you create a human, you come together with somebody, then the birds and the bees, and then comes out with a fucking he or she. All you did was tether a soul to the human body with our free will programming, because we've been tethered to these human bodies. Now, whether you had a fucking reason to come to Earth, or it was random, or your ass was trapped, or 2 fucking ignorant people just came together and said, oh yeah, let's create a human. And then now this human has to live in this whole society all by themselves and make all type of decisions. And we're going to equip them with everything we know, but they can only get the best of what we know. And that's all the fuck our parents ever did to us, was give us the best that they knew. And now I realize, goddamn, nigga, life has no purpose. Life has no meaning. We literally create the meaning. There is no absolute certainty about what created life, about how we got here. This shit is all up to your beliefs. It's all up to your beliefs. Your beliefs, your agreement, and your assumption is what literally creates your reality. So yeah, parents done programmed us to believe in a certain religion, to live socially and economically a certain way. Oh, son, you gotta be a stand-up man. You gotta get a job. You gotta work hard to the sweat of your brow, and you gotta just work. You gotta be a man, son. Oh, daughter, you gotta be a feminine, sweet woman. You gotta nurse and raise kids. Oh, life is all about being fruitful and procreating. Yeah, that is the cycle of nature here on Earth. Now, I realize something too. It's actually whatever idea or thought of God or life, all of that shit is way more unlikely to be true rather than this being true. This is not our first life. We've been here many times. It's way more likely that that's true than whatever thought or theory about God. Now, again, I just said the thing about antinatalism. They say, oh, you shouldn't have no kids. You should not bring no babies into this suffering world. Now, of course, antinatalism has a atheistic bent to it. Basically, it's like it's not really taking into account the fact that we are these souls. We are divine sparks. Atheism and antinatalism is just all about the physical. It's all about the random fucking physical world that shit. It's like you can actually come to the conclusion that we are more than just these human bodies, more than just these names and bodies that we identify with. And that's called the deduction method. You're literally the observer. Therefore, like what you're observing, you can't observe the observer. You don't know what it is that we are the soul within this shit. But at the same time, we are the body, we are the mind, we are everything. I want to make sure I keep y'all holistically balanced and not siphoning off a part of yourself through what is called psychological projection. You cut off one part of yourself and you disown your body. You disown your negative and bad traits, and then you just project that shit out to other people. Oh, they did it. Oh, it's him. Oh, it's her. No, it's you. But, you know, Gnosticism, for instance, an old time religion that's been here since the beginning of life. But, you know, I question history and take it into very much of a suspect and skeptical level because, you know, Gnosticism is basically the first conservative thought. Basically, Gnosticism has always been here. Same thing with antinatalism. It's the type of thought process that's just like, yo, is this life shit bad? And then everything else, whether it's a religion, whether it's some healthy, happy philosophy, that's basically liberal thought. It's like, yo, is this life shit good? Should we be doing more? Should we be being better? Should we be happier? Should we be having kids and procreating? So you got two distinct thoughts. Is life good or is life bad? Gnosticism and antinatalism over here under that is life bad banner. Then you got every other religion, every other philosophy, every other personal thought that you have that you was trying to find some good in life. Now we're here. So suicide is not the answer. Suicide is actually the one thing that is demonstratively bad. And not because you did it or anyone else that you know did it. It's bad because it literally has a harmful effect on the people that love and care for another person. It's like, damn, you done chose to commit suicide. Now you the one that's gone and no longer suffering and feeling nothing of the human body. But your parents, your friends, the people that love you is the ones that's going to suffer and be affected by your suicide. So it is the most selfish act. And I can damn near say having a kid is also the most selfish act. We think that it's the most selfless act. And you think that just having a kid is what you're just supposed to do. You fucking bringing life into this world. You fucking creating a new human. And now he gets to live in earth. He gets to have all of the great human experiences of love and heartbreak and fighting and getting his ass beat and losing money and financial hardship. Now, of course, as parents, I'm pretty sure all of y'all want to make sure you provide a certain life for your kids so they don't ever have to go through that shit. But how many of us was provided with that life so we didn't have to go through the shit of life and humanity? The shit is really unstoppable. So all you can do is pray. All you can do is pray. Send a positive ray to somebody. Send a positive ray to whoever and what they're going through. But let's dive back a little bit into Gnosticism and antinatalism. Just know, Gnosticism has a very spiritual bent. Atheism, antinatalism is physical, human, non-spiritual, because it's atheistic in its approach. Gnosticism is divine. It is at least taking into account the divine mystery, because the atheists basically feel like they got all of life figured out. They basically feel like it was the Big Bang Theory, randomness, chaos, and somehow you were born. But there is no God. There is no ultimate creator. But under a Gnostic point of view, there is a God. Now, that God is also labeled to be an evil fucking demiurge creator, but we can't prove the shit. We really can't prove it. But there's a lot of evidence to life that these two conclusions are the most sound, are the most rational. Because it's a lot of suffering. It's a lot of chaos. It's a lot of fucked up shit. But then when you take it from the Gnostic point of view, it basically just says that, yo, I am in the human body. I am here to experience life. You know, rather we all come from the divine spark of consciousness, this one monad of life. We are all that. Then we come down to the human body to experience separation. We come down here for a journey. This is the journey. This is the journey of life. We are literally just figuring shit out, literally just experimenting, literally just learning. And like I said, Whatever theory of life is way more unlikely than the fact that this is not our first life. This could be your 20th, your motherfucking 100th lifetime on earth. As a soul, as the same divine chunk and spark of human consciousness that we all are, now you just in the body. You done went male, female, black, white, Asian, living in all type of different timelines. And then that's also just goes to show that we're responsible. We're responsible for everything that happens on this planet. We're responsible for the chaos on this planet. We're responsible for the peace, the amount of love, the amount of fear is all within the aggregate of human society, and we all play a fucking role in it, right? We're all responsible. So let's just really take this shit down to motherfucking the physical level. Every day, what do you see? Society, cars, airplanes, TSA, now replaced by ICE agents. This is because the only other demonstrative truth that we know on this planet is that fucked up actions is taking place on your human life. There is fucked up shit happening all around this whole world. Basically, violation of your human rights. You are a sovereign being as a human being. We're literally like all of the laws of life have no justification, no truth, no actuality facts in nature. All of the laws and permits and everything about this human civilization, that shit has no merit in nature. It's not real. So it's all just some shit that the lawmakers, the policies, whatever elites, whatever politician, whatever president, whatever government system, they've literally just created some man-made fictitious laws that are what? Enforced by the who? Policy officers, the police officers, the polarized policed. They're polarized on one side of the fence. They're polarized on the side of order, law and order. They are the polarized people. That pole is in there for a reason. Same thing with politics, same thing with the law of polarity, because it's all about getting you to pick a fucking side. But the side of the police is literally the side of violence. It's literally the side of human slavery. It's literally the side of human captivity. Now, of course, that shit is taken to a way steeper level when you include the prison system. Like, that's real slavery. That's real 100%. Like, yeah, you fucking locked up and locked down. It ain't nothing that you doing to get up out of here. You got years. You fucking sentenced. Life itself is some form of a sentencing. Being in these human bodies that will fucking grow and decay and expire, this shit is some form of sentencing. But then you get a jail sentence, you get a prison sentence where you really locked in a box for 20 hours a day. Man, oh man. So ultimately be grateful. Be grateful. Because this shit has no purpose, but basically just mind control and belief. So basically everything in life just comes down to that, what you believe in. And most people in this world believe in the legitimacy of government and authority. Therefore, government and authority rules your life. Therefore, everything that you've ever known and been a part of has been under government and authority rulership. Just imagine this, y'all. People literally print money. There's literally families and hierarchies that print money and give to the whole world. All of these economic flows and inflation and ups and downs and the stock market doing this and war over here and oil prices over here and this, that over here. Somebody is literally printing and forming what the fuck happens off of the money, this whole fiat currency system that they create. The elites, the 1%, the hidden hand, they're all up there printing money and saying, yeah, let's just give them these monopoly bucks so they can fight over. So they can fucking go and trade their time and sweat equity and go get that money. Everybody is obsessed with money, fucking cash, fucking paper dollars that's printed by the fucking elites of this world. Literally the cheese for you within a rat race to follow and get the fucking cheese. So that's literally all it is. But what's the real thing? They're paying the police and military to do their bidding. So y'all have heard me say it before. Government itself is simply an imperfect solution to the axiological asymmetry of life on Earth. Axiological asymmetry meaning an imbalance in value. There's an imbalance in the fucking value of life. There's more suffering than good. There's more pain than pleasure. That's what that theory postulates, brings forth, puts forward. Now, government and police and all of the fucking coercive harmful things that we have on this planet is literally just here to save us from nature itself, to save us from our own human nature. It's like everybody thinking that you gonna get along. Everybody thinking that everything could just be great and real and fun and peaceful. That's not necessarily the case within this human experience. It's very vampiric. It's very alien. That's the other part that I've come to. It's like, y'all, this is the alien realm. We get fucking programmed by looking at pictures of aliens and whoever in space and this and that and whatever race of human civilization. We seeing these pictures, all of them wild theories and imagination of some aliens, some extraterrestrials. Alien itself just means foreign. So like, yeah, everybody is foreign to you. You're going to meet somebody foreign. You're going to meet somebody new and different. Everybody has a different voice. Everybody has different subconscious programming. Everybody has a different family, a different background that they came from. So yeah, this shit is extremely alien. Life itself is very alien. This is the alien realm, the alien vampiric realm of Earth. But of course, you know, a comic book or a fucking movie or a TV show is going to form your mind into thinking that an alien exists. Or you got this fucking idea that we're living on this infinite vast solar system plane of life with all of these planets going around like this. Planets going around the sun, right? Trillions of miles an hour just hurling through infinite, what they call space. Yeah, take it how you take it. I'm more under the belief that we're on a stationary Earth plane of some sort, most likely flat. And there's a dome most likely under it encapsulating us all into it. Because in reality, y'all, they call this shit astrology. Do you know what the prefix A means? The prefix A means non, no. So astrology means non-strolling. That shit means it's planted up there, still, pasted, not moving. And then the dome itself is what's twisting. Therefore, how could you ever have the same constellations under this? How could astrology literally exist under this? There's no way. It will all be random chaos if we were really hurling through space the way that NASA and people is going to tell us. Now let's take this nigga Elon Musk. I was just looking at a video. They saying he the richest man in the world. That's cap. I am. Nah, but the Queen of fucking England, $1 trillion net worth. Her shit is like 20 trillion. That's how these elites and Rothschilds are able to fucking pay and literally rule this world. For when they create money, they have a whole monopoly of money. All of the money is filtered and concentrated there. So even if somebody was to get to fucking $5 billion as an everyday Earth citizen, and let's just take Elon Musk and think that his story is organic, think that everything he's doing modern day is just organic entrepreneurship, and Tesla and SpaceX and whatever else he is invested in. Let's just think that this shit is real. His 500 billion or close to $1 trillion that he may be about to get is not even close to the Queen of England's net worth, the royal family, even fucking Vladimir Putin. These niggas got bread, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, all of these divine 9 families. Well, they call it the National Pan-Hellenic Council, fraternities, sororities, Greek this, Greek that. Niggas getting branded on their arm, hoes getting beat up and got your head drowned in some toilet water, all for you to fucking be a part of some initiated gang called a sorority or a fraternity. All of those divine 9s just protect what is called the fucking 9 ruling families of this fucking civilization. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Habsburgs, the Yi family. It's like a fucking 9 families, maybe 12. But they're all protected by the sororities and different factions of this economic system. You got the pharmacy faction, you got the media, you got police, you got economic trade, goddamn currencies. It's always something. And this shit is all checked and boxed. That's the one thing you need to know about this whole reality that they control. If you think they're not crossing their T's and dotting their I's, you silly. They have everything, every turn, everything for you to figure out. Oh, it's already been figured out and is a mass way for it to continue going. So yeah, just know that shit when it comes to this society. They are in full control. Now you need to be in full control of your thoughts and your mind and at least getting to some accuracy of truth. That should be your main mission on this planet. You know, if you ask me, life is about consciousness expansion and experiencing life. But consciousness expansion, it just goes in the realm of like what you're in modern day. Your consciousness can only expand to a certain level. You'll literally never know what's on the second floor if you're not on the second floor. So it's a lot of shit in this world, in this life that we'll never know. For one, and that just shows you that intellect and education, there's a ceiling on it. It's actually kind of infinite, but you can only know what you can know if certain information is not available to you. And then that concept is called nescience. We will be nescient to a certain degree within this world. Nescient just means no science, sense, as opposed to ignorance. Ignorance means you're ignoring the available information. Information is already out here for you to improve, change your life, figure something out. But then nescience is another degree to that. Basically meaning like we'll never know the mind of God. We'll never know the truth about this reality. What started it? Why is it here? We'll never know the truth about the elites. We'll never know the truth about the politicians. We'll never know the truth about the higher ups and what's going on as they all shaking hands. We're literally nescient to that information. We can't know it because we're not up there. But the only thing that you can know modern day is demonstrative truth, which is that there's a lot of fucked up wrongdoing and violent action taking place on this planet. And not just the citizens. You may be thinking I'm automatically talking about the citizens because in your brain you think that the police are good. But no, literally under the guise of natural law, they will fall more under the category of evil and bad rather than good. Let me tell you why. Because they strap up, they put on a uniform, they put on a utility belt with a nightstick, with a gun, with a taser, with a flashlight, with a tracker. They get in a motherfucking high-tech vehicle. And then they got a laptop where they can track you, put in your license plate, see if you got any fucking felonies and misdemeanors. Then they're like, oh, let's pull this person over and fuck with them and ruin their day. They have the power to literally just ruin your day and jail you and throw you in a fucking prison holding cell. They got the power to fucking get you up out of your car, beat you, tase you, shoot you. Y'all know what goes on. This is because they're fucked up. They're evil. It's bad. It's wrong. So what is right? What is the cool thing to do? That's really what the shit comes down to. Cool versus fucked up. You rather doing some cool actions or you doing some fucked up actions? Fucked up and wrong actions is anything that violates another person. It harms another person. It impedes on their free will to just live. Cool is doing nothing of the sort. You cool if you just walk around. You cool if you say whatever. You cool if you do whatever. But that second that you harm and hurt somebody, sexually assault somebody, fucking trespass or take somebody's stuff, that's fucked up. It's violent. It's not cool. So that's all we know modern day. It's a lot of uncool shit. All right, back to Elon Musk. So this nigga is not the richest man in the world. He may be one of the richest solo entities in the world. I'll give him that. But is his rise, is his world, is his lifestyle really organic? Is it really just created from the mud? Was he really just this South African dude? Now, I was watching a little documentary about him. Found out he was getting abused as a child by his father. Abuse and trauma to that level is some shit that I personally can't relate to. And a lot of y'all may not even realize that so many people are fucked up in this world because they went through extreme abuse and trauma. Whether they fucked up or just obsessive and maniacal in their ways. It could be that trauma. So when I heard that, I'm like, damn, maybe his story is more organic. Or maybe he was just a fucking altar boy. Maybe he was just getting beat by his dad because his dad was already signed up with the elites. Y'all know they got that book that say fucking Elon Goes to Mars. Some book that was written in the 1900s. And now modern day, there's a guy named Elon that's supposedly going to Mars. So that's why SpaceX, you got to question all of that shit. You got to really just question all of these individuals, including him. Nigga born in South Africa, out of all the random places in the world he could be born in, South Africa. His father was beating him. His father was beating his mom. Now this dude done migrated to Canada, then migrated to San Francisco and started getting in with the tech startups and everything else. So it's like, what do you believe? Because will you ever come down to the truth? Hell fuck no. Because even if you was to meet Elon Musk himself, he'll 9 times out of 10 lie to you or tell you what's going to satisfy you just to get you out of his fucking face. You'll never know the truth of anybody and their experiences and what they've been through. And that's just life. But goddamn, it's a lot of evidence to a lot of things, but just to not harp on no one singular individual, yeah, there is no purpose to this life shit. We all create the purpose. We all create the meaning literally every day. And that's that. So, yeah, the citizens really ain't as bad as you think they are. But all of the citizens of this world, you yourself included, is being programmed to be satanic. Now, when I say satanic, I don't mean evil. I don't mean you fucking in the woods, drawing the fucking circle and pentagram around yourself, doing this, evoking energy. And whatever form or thought you think of Satan or bad or evil is not what you think. Satan, again, is all your actions. So, for one, let's break down what Satan is. Satan is the involutionary force, meaning it is the force that goes down. It holds consciousness back. It is the opposite of evolution, which is Christ consciousness. It is the involution force. It is all about the ego. It is all about the self. So Satanism as an ideology basically is all about selfishness. Now, I said they programmed this world, and you included, to be satanic, to be a Satanist. You're a Satanist in your actions, basically meaning you're selfish. That's all it means, rather than being Christ-like. Christ-like is like being open and free and truthful and loving and expansion of consciousness. That's Christ-like. Satanic is your selfish wants and desires. You not giving a fuck about nobody else, what they doing, how they doing it, how they feeling. No, it's all about self. It's all about you. I want, gimme, desire. That's satanic. And okay, of course. It goes into many different fields as to like who's more satanic than the next person. But a lot of y'all don't even know that you satanic. Like I said, it's the involutionary force. It's the opposite of Christ-like nature. Basically, it's all about money and greed and getting yours and hurting or stepping on somebody to get it. They have programmed you to be satanic. Satanic is not about worshiping the devil. It's not about no fucking goddamn Satan. It's not some image. It's not some man down below earth waiting to fucking encapsulate your body after you die and for you to burn in hell. We only feel shit because we're on the physical human plane of existence right now. You're not going to feel nothing once you die unless you just reincarnate into another body. And then, of course, a lot of texts that tell you that this is hell right now. Earth itself is hell. This is that burning zone. This is that zone of what we feel, what we go through, all of the chaos, all of the torment. So you create your reality. You literally do. But they've created you to be satanic through your subconscious programming and your wants and your actions. So, like, it's all up to you. Now, of course, I have a solution, as always. That solution is a middle point frequency of Baphometism. Goddamn, you need to become the Christ and the Satan in one, and that is called Baphomet. Even the term Baphomet has really been fucked up in your head. You thinking that Baphomet is all about devil worship and sacrificing and this, that, the other. No, that shit is just you. That is a depiction of you inside the flesh right now. You are the Satan. You are the evil. You are the greed. You are the selfish. And at the same time, you are the higher up. Baphomet has the wings. It's all about flying. It's all about freedom. Baphomet has the horns. It's all about strength, power, virility, motherfucking strength. And that's it. There's so much more that Baphomet encapsulates. You got the caduceus in the middle. It's the snakes symbolizing the Kundalini energy. Clearly, it's a fucking goat head, so it's not a man or a woman. Clearly, it has tits and then strong arms, so it's an androgynous figure. It is us inside of the human body. You know, the law of gender in the Kabbalion to tell you that there's masculine and feminine manifested in everything. So you yourself, you got a masculine brain, you got a feminine brain, you got a feminine tendencies, you got masculine tendencies, whether you are man or woman, whatever your sex, whatever your gender. So, you know, this shit is all about balance at the end of the day. When it comes to mastery of yourself, like mastery of life, it's all about balance. It's all about mastering your social game. You need to be balanced internally. You need to just move in the balanced, grounded, composed state. It'll help you out a lot in this world. Because I think that we get so obsessed with trying to find truth. We get so obsessed with our ego and our own individual game of life that we start to disregard other people. We start to disregard our shadow. We start to disregard how our thoughts can literally be creating a negative certain type of something in our life. But that's all because of your obsession with purpose and meaning and your ego desires. All of that shit just has you fucked up. Because like I said, nigga, existence is absurd. Like, that is a very good fucking quote. The obsession with meaning and purpose is just a distraction from the absurdity of existence. Like I said, this is the alien realm. This shit is very weird, chaotic, and magic, and just the fact that we're alive to experience life right now. Everybody thinking it's a gift. Everybody thinking life is some gift to behold, to be able to breathe in the air, to be able to be in nature. It's a lot of people that's saying the exact opposite. It's actually a fucking curse to be in a human body. Look at the ups and downs of shit that we go through. Now, if you have money, yeah, it's going to make your life a lot easier. If you got some cash in your hands, it's going to make your life a lot easier. But to the people that don't, to the people that's not living in the first world country, what the fuck do you have to say to them? So it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. But truthfully, just be in control. Just live your life. Do what you want to do. Get the book Think and Grow Rich. Because your desires is what is going to be the first fuel to you getting the riches, to you becoming and improving and being something different. If you're not satisfied with who you are right now, if you don't feel like you're having that success right now in this moment, then you might want to start working toward it, because only you can change that for you. Now, it is all about our attitude. A lot of y'all got a kind of fucked up attitude toward life and other people more so to your current situation. You might have a bad attitude toward. So let me help you fix that. Literally, you waking up and going to work and getting a job. That's on you to do. You choosing to do that. So basically, you got to look at your life like, okay, I want all the problems. I want all the smoke. Everything that I've signed up for, everything that I've manifested modern day, I'm ready to tackle it and take it head on, because can't nobody do it for me. I'm in this relationship. I done had these kids. I got this job I got to be responsible for. I got this creative pursuit and endeavor that I'm trying to monetize. I'm here for it. I want all the smoke. I want to be in control. I want the challenge. I want the obstacle. That's how you fix your life. Because of course, there's always going to be somebody that you don't like, somebody that's fucking with your emotions, some negativity that you got to go through and feel and face on your day-to-day reality. But instead of having a negative attitude and perception toward it, alchemize your perception. Just be like, yo, I'm here for it. I want it. I want the challenge. I'm here to face the challenge. I'm here to be strong and grow through this challenge. I signed up for this challenge because you still here. You ain't killed yourself or you ain't fucking ran off to live homeless. You might be a few steps away from those, but goddamn, just alchemize your attitude. Be happy with your job. Be happy with what you're doing. Be happy with what you're going through, because it's all just about survival. That's all life is about, survival. Now, if there was a true meaning and purpose to this shit, it would be survival. And people that say, fuck trying to actually play the game of life, I'm going to end my life. And that's what people do, because they tired of surviving. They tired of fucking seeing and doing it. And they just willing to take the gamble. That's all suicide is the ultimate risk. It's the ultimate risk and it's the ultimate selfish decision. So I ain't even been dealing with the root chakra, y'all. I've been dealing with the zero chakra. I've been dealing with the absolute bottom of this shit. The motherfucking format of truth that underlies everything in this life. That's what I really been focusing on. Now, as we do drift, I am going to be talking about the root chakra, because that's just another solution. Stand grounded. Stand in control of your physical body. You are in the body. Keep that in mind. So stay holistically in control and identify with self, spirit, and the body, because that's what's going to help you be cool in this life amongst all the chaos, amongst all the bullshit. Groundedness. Look forward to it. Root chakra talk. But yeah, I've been laying out that zero chakra, that chakra that's underneath the first chakra, which is the real truth about this reality. And I'm telling you, no meaning, no purpose other than survival, other than experience in life, and other than the expansion of your consciousness. I love y'all. Stay godlike.